It's very simple. Keep your hand on your sword at all time. Never let go of your sword, not even from a friend. What I mean by that is this: always be willing to walk away. Always be willing to walk away, no matter how far you've gotten with that person. Always be willing to walk away because people are slippery. You don't know people's intent. You don't know how, if you're creating jealousy or not. Sometimes we become so self-consumed with our own problems and goals that we don't notice the kind of jealousy and the kind of vitriol that people are sending at us. So the way to deal with that is to always be willing to walk away. It's not that you're telling them, but that internally you're willing to walk away even if it hurts. That will emanate strength, and people will feel it because they get a sense that you're not jaded. You know what I'm saying? They get a sense, a strength behind your action. It's kind of like fighting someone who doesn't care to die. They're dangerous. The same thing with people. If you want to gain people respect, be willing to walk away 100%. Is that when you give people a second chance without having to pay a price, without you having to walk away, they're gonna take you for granted. Look, man, there's no other way around it. Some people will only have you as their bitch. That is the only way the relationship is gonna work with some people, right? And with those people, you gotta recognize it because that is the only kind of relationship you're gonna have with them. It's either you bow down to me or you leave. But then some people, though, want to have a relationship on an equal standard, right? And when you stand up for yourself, what's going to happen is that they're not going to walk away. No, they value you. And so they're going to listen to you. And then they're going to respect you more. Look, man, if your friend is your friend and they fucked up and they can sense you willing to walk away, a real friend will run after you. A real friend will run after you. A fake ass friend will not run after you. Or they have too much pride. I understand that. Sometimes that happens, you know. So
most of the time when I'm talking to a girl, the most important, the biggest enemy I have is my emotional reaction. Like for example, when I'm applying all of these tactics, which I don't apply a lot of these like psychological manipulative tactics. I don't do it. I use a different style. But this is like dark side shit, okay? It's like dark side shit. Just letting you guys know. Somehow you guys fucking love that shit. It's a little creepy, don't you think? But whenever I'm applying these techniques, the hardest part is the waiting, the emotions. Like for example, like she'll tell me that she's busy, right? And I'll be like, oh, you're busy, okay. And you'll want to react, like you'll want to like get more validation, like saying, oh, let me know, like when are you free? When you feel like, and you want to get that validation. So the biggest detriment in all of this is your emotional reaction. Your emotional reaction to the person not wanting you. And you only try to control it when the moment happens, when they're actually showing you that they don't want you, and that's when you fuck up. Cause you have a good strategy, but when the moment comes that you need to remain like unreactive, you react because it's about to fall. It looks like he doesn't like you no more. You see, and it's in that moment you gotta keep it cool. So how is this done? I call it becoming aware of your moments of need. Like little moments of need. Start with the little stuff first. Moments of needs are subtle moments in our daily lives that we neglect to feel and externalize it through a distraction. It's so fast that we don't notice it. The power it has over our thoughts and behavior is through the subtleness. It doesn't want you to notice it. Become aware of the moments of need and they'll slowly be released out of your body. You see, those little moments of need, the knee-jerk reaction to the person showing you that they don't like you per se, like little signals, is what causes you to actually act needy. It's what causes you to do the things that are a little psychotic in nature, you know, like the little, I'm sorry, I just had to follow you, you know, I just had to look over your text messages, I had no control, I was on my period, like all that fucking bullshit that we don't believe, right? Those little moments of like wanting to get the validation are the things that are the things that fucks with your interactions. This is how it's done. Become aware of moments when you're needy. That's what you gotta do. Become aware of moments when you're needy. For example, when you're texting the guy and he hasn't responded to you and you feel like responding, notice that moment of need. That's a moment of need. When you get that text message and you get that emotional response, rather than go looking into your phone, you hear the ring and you just notice the need. You feel that and you feel it. You feel it. Okay. Moments when you want to get a status, when you want to get a like on Facebook or on Instagram. That little moment of I want a status on Instagram so I can get the validation, you take a step back and you observe it. You see, when the guy tells you that he's busy and that he can't hang out with you, the little moment of disappointment that you feel, that little second when it arises, become aware of it. Become aware of all of those little moments of need. For each person, it's different. But for you, it's individual. I want you to simply become aware of it, because when you become aware of it, now when you become aware of it, you have the option to take the other action and not take action. See, by simply becoming aware of it, it loses power over you. And the behavior that takes its place is more relaxed, more controlled, and less needy, and more attractive. This is how it's done. And this is something that you progress, this is something that you do over time. You see, and this is not something that you instantly do, but that you just work on it as your life goes by. And this is a practice in mindfulness. Oh, why is this channel called Mindful Attraction? Because I use mindfulness tactics to attract people, and this is the natural way of doing it. All right, and so what's going to happen is that over time you're going to have less emotional reactions of need, and you're not going to give off that needy vibe. You're going to give off a very chilled and relaxed vibe. And so it's not going to get you the super hot guys, but the guys that you could have gotten but that you lost because of your neediness, that's not going to happen, because those are the ones that hurt.
But before that, just to let you guys know, I have a few courses for sale. Natural Chemistry is a course that I created for women who are in relationships and who want to strengthen the bond with the man that they're seeing in their life. This is like a 6-week course that will show you how to set boundaries, how to express your love to the guy, how to make the guy love you even more. All of these courses have a 30-day money-back guarantee. And the next course it's called The Psychological Game of Attraction. That's a course for women who are single. I will teach you the strategies to going from friends and not knowing each other to him wanting a relationship with you. This is pretty much the playbook to get to for women who are single. You can purchase it on the description down below.
Focus on his actions, not his words. Why? Because that's how passive aggressive people and how narcissistic people will try to convince you that you're wrong. You see, so if he's telling you, baby, I love you, but he is not hanging out with you, or he's not hitting you up, then guess what? If you focus on his words, words are smoke screens. Those words are used to distract you. His actions, people use words to distract him from their actions. You see what I'm saying? So you got to realize that words really don't mean shit. Words really don't mean shit. You shouldn't take words for granted. When you take words for granted, it still means you haven't grown up. Because children are the ones that believe promises. You got to realize that the world that we live in uses promises, uses your fantasies against you to lure you, to lower your guard. Nothing lowers people's defensive than hearing what they want to hear. They're hearing about themselves. They're hearing the fantasies they've always wanted, then you agreeing with them. So you got to realize that the words that people are using against you, the things that men say to you, are just said to lower your defenses. So if you're noticing that there's a conflict between his words and his actions, for example, bitches think they're... You see, children are easily distracted because they focus on words. They don't know the fact that when it comes to people, what matters is, for example, girls, I was gonna say this, bitches think they're slick, right? For example, I haven't seen the girl in 2 weeks, and then she messages me, thank you, Darian, and then she messages me and says, I miss you. Does she really miss me, even though I haven't seen her for 2 weeks? Bitch, please, you don't miss me. Show me with your actions. You see, ignore the words. Just because somebody says, I want to hang out with you, if they don't want to hang out with you, if they don't hang out with you, when it comes time to hang out, they don't do it, focus on the words. You see, with people like that, you just got to ignore. When somebody's giving you promises, when somebody say, hey, how are you? I like you, but their actions don't show it, they're just using that to bait you. They're using that to distract you. They're using that to fuck with you. They're using that to lie to you. So if you're hanging out with somebody, or if you have a boss, or if you have an employee, that when they work with you, they happen to be, they say they're gonna do something, but they never do it. They fuck up a project but they apologize. What are you gonna do? If they consistently do that, and you don't understand why that's going on. The reason why you don't understand, the reason why you don't have a clear picture is because it's a smoke screen. And that smoke screen is in the words. They're saying, I'm sorry for being late, and they're always late. Focus on their actions and you're gonna see a clearer picture. You see what I'm saying? Focus on the actions. So for example, if somebody says, I fucking hate you, but when it comes down to it, they're always there for you when things are bad. When you call them up and you say, I need help, they come to you. Don't focus on the words, it's just getting emotional. Focus on their actions, they love you. If somebody says to you, you can go fuck yourself, but when it comes down to you needing help, and you needing financial help, they're there for you, focus on their actions. Don't be an idiot and focus on their words. They're flawed human beings. You see, with people, you gotta focus on that. You know, people say shit when out of anger. Sometimes it's true,
but their actions is what really defines them. Their actions is what really says how they feel about you. And so you see that on both spectrums. You see people who say they love you, but their actions don't say it. But then you have people who don't say they love you, or even they say they hate you, but their actions show otherwise. Their actions show that no matter how fucked up they say things to you, when it comes down to it, they're there for you. Now, someone's being verbally abusive, and that doesn't mean they could use you as a punching bag, right? But at the same time, it means you could appreciate the fact that they really love you. You see, you gotta learn how to detach yourself from people. Detach yourself from people, because people say promises sometimes because they feel it in the moment. They feel emotional, you see, and then the next day they don't feel that way anymore. That's why you shouldn't focus on words. Focus on their actions. That's what really matters. You see what I'm saying? I thought you said, yeah, actions can be fake too, but what I'm saying though is that you gotta look for it. You gotta, if there's inconsistencies between their words and their actions, focus on their actions, because their actions will say more than their words.
Okay, these can be used during relationships, but this is better used when you're like on a date with a guy, or you guys are chatting in class and all that sort of stuff, or you guys watching Netflix. All right, so let's get started. If you need one-on-one coaching, just go to mindfulness.org says in the game coaching. You'll be able to see the link on in the description below. And also, I'll be going to Europe this December, so if you guys want to attend my seminar, the link is also down below where you can purchase tickets. So the first line is this. Like I said yesterday, I made a video about this yesterday. A simple line to use is to let them know that you see other people. Like I said that yesterday, but I just want to reiterate that because it's so simple. For example, you'll be like, by the way, my friend took me to dinner last week and blah, 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 right? Very subtle thing. So letting him know that you see other people, you'd be like, by the way, I see other people. It's simple. The reason why this works is because it makes them competitive. It makes them realize that they're not the only one. And also, if you do cancel on a date, or if you are busy, it makes them think even more about you, because they think, oh, maybe she's out with somebody else. See what I'm saying? So that's a very simple line. It makes them want you more, it makes them more jealous, and it makes them more possessive about you. The second thing is disqualification. For example, I hate when women say this, but it really does work. Is something along the lines of, even though I'm around you and I'm being super nice, that doesn't mean I like you. That's just how I am by nature. Like, I'm very super friendly. Heck, I mean, I'm out on a date with you, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna call you back, right? Anyways, and change the topic, right? Just saying that you are naturally nice by nature and that you're naturally very friendly. That doesn't mean you're gonna see them again. Letting them know that's how you are makes them say, "Fuck." So she looks like she likes me, but I sort of cannot take those signals seriously because she's saying that's just how she is. So that makes them think more. You see, that's the point. That it makes them more uncertain. It makes them doubt their thoughts and doubt their belief systems. So letting him know that by nature you are very nice, and that a lot of the times you really like the person, but you lose interest quickly. You see, because not a lot of guys keep your interest. Saying stuff like that and then changing the subject. Like, the key is to change the subject. Don't dwell too much in it. Just change the subject immediately. It makes him be like, fuck, like, hopefully she does like me. Like, seriously, like, that does work. Okay, so the third one is let's say you're on a date with a guy, right? And he tells you, so you want to hang out again? Rather than saying yes, you be like, maybe, yo, I'll let you know when I get home. Like, I'll let you know. Sure, let me check my schedule. Or be like, maybe, that depends on how busy I am this week. Like, if he asks you if you want to hang out again, just be like, maybe, that depends on how busy I am. Okay, so then when you go home, be cold. Don't text him too much. Don't call him too much. But then suddenly pop out of nowhere and be like, hey, let's hang out. The reason why this works is because it makes him think, oh, wow, like, does she like me? It makes him think about you when you're not there. Like, that's pretty much the whole point of this. So that's one of the best ways to finish a date. Or even telling him, for example, like, let's say you guys are finishing a date and he'll be like, let's say you're finishing a date, right? You'll be like, by the way, where am I from? Like, ask him a question about you, almost like you're testing him. Like, where am I from? You'll be like, from California? How dare you forget where I'm from? like you literally act like you're testing him. Like, you be like, by the way, what's my name again? Oh, Melissa. How dare you? We can't see each other again. whoa, no, we can't see each other again. Like, you're just being playful, right? But the point is to make them feel a little uncertain by the end of the day, by either being, maybe I don't know, we should hang out, but I'll let you know this week, and then acting this interesting and then coming back, or asking him a question, like a question that you know he's gonna fail, asking him a question about you to see whether or not he was listening. By the way, what's my name? Right? It makes him realize, gives you it makes you project higher value, because it shows you that you're testing him. You're not just gonna see him again because of who he is. You're gonna see whether or not he listens. Like, it's very subtle things, but they really do work. Okay. Anyways, this is Alex from mindfulattraction.org. If you guys need one-on-one coaching, go to mindfulattraction.org/anygain-coaching. If you guys want to attend my seminar, go to the link below. Okay. Take care and have a good day. Bye bye. Disqualification is all about saying a statement that disqualifies them as a suitable individual to be your boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, whatever, right? So, for example, let's say that you met him, right? Or you guys are best friends, right? You put him in the friend zone. Motherfucker stuck, right? Disqualify him by saying how you like guys who look the total opposite of how he looks. For example, if he's black, you'd be like, man, I love Leonardo DiCaprio. He's so cute. And you even have a fucking screensaver with Leonardo DiCaprio, right? That's something that he cannot change. He cannot change. He's not Michael Jackson. He's not gonna turn white. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something he cannot change. He's gonna feel that competition. Trust me when I say this to you, he's gonna feel that competition, right? So in his mind, he's like, fuck, I'm not her type. But then when you guys hang out, point to a guy that kind of looks like him and say, wow, he's cute. Oh my God, he's my type. If you guys are friends, right? Make sure you guys are his friend. This is when it works. I'm telling you, this is fucking crazy. I'm telling you, man. Like, if you have a guy and he's your friend, just by doing this, you're gonna fuck with him, man. That's one thing, okay? So disqualifying him, and again, the best one to disqualify him on is on things that he just cannot change. Like the kind of guys that you date, like the ethnicity of the kind of guys you date, like that shit, he cannot change. And guess what? He's gonna feel very helpless. And that's the part where you wanna get him to. Create sexual tension by talking about it. Again, you guys are friends. So you can talk about sex. Talk about sex. Talk about the things you enjoy doing. Talk about the last time you had sex. Talk about the guy, what he did to you. Talk about what you did to him. And talk about how much you enjoyed it, right? When you do this, it's a fucked up thing to do, but it's kind of like a hungry kid. You're talking to an Ethiopian kid about burgers, and he's hungry. I mean, that's fucked up. But he's gonna be like, fuck, imagine how that tastes like. And his body's gonna react as such, right? His body's gonna react with desire. But because you guys are friends, he knows he cannot act upon it. The only thing that he could do it is burn with passion. And when you burn with passion, you imagine the person, you idolize them, and you fall in love.
All right, so if you're a nice girl, if you're tired of being played, if you're tired of people not respecting you, if you resent that people don't take you seriously, if people just see you as a sex object, if you feel like people are always playing you, I would highly recommend you check out this course called Nice Girl. I rarely put out courses, and every one of my courses is a specific purpose. Psychological game of attraction was for single people. Natural chemistry was for women in relationships. This course is for specific nice girls. Now, most of you guys are nice. Most of you guys have great hearts. Unfortunately, men take advantage of you. So I have this limited time course. Specifically, you guys can only buy it and get access to it July and November. Now, if you purchase it in July or November, you could have access to it all year round. But you could only purchase it July and November. So this month only, you guys can purchase this course. It's only for a limited time, right? So in this course, you're pretty much going to learn about how to set boundaries, how to project a powerful presence, how to create healthy boundaries, how to communicate yourself in an assertive way, how to not let people take advantage of you. Like, you're gonna learn the art of how to identify those who are trying to take advantage of you, how to assert yourself, signs of weakness, signs of strength, and how to communicate signs of strength, and how to lower the signs of weakness. All of these things, I can promise you, ladies and gentlemen, look, okay? If you just do what this course says, just doing what this course says is gonna improve not only your dating life, but your professional life, your personal life, your social life with your friends and family, because people will always try to test you. People will always see whether or not they can take advantage of you, even a fucking child. So by purchasing this course, you could create a healthy immune system. There are three types of immune system. There is your body's immune system. There is an emotional immune system that you increase through meditation. And then there's a social immune system that is through self-assertion. Okay, so this course will help you build that social immune system to push away certain behaviors from your life and certain people, and by default you attract the right people. So check out that course. One, it's not okay. Look, I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's not gonna fix the problems 100%. I'm not here to lie to you guys. I'm here to give you a realistic expectation. Okay, it's not gonna completely change your life from day to night. But if you do what the videos say. Okay, if you're 20%, if you're at a 20% in terms of assertiveness, by finishing this course, you could go through it 40%. Now you guys might say, where are the evidence for it? In my life only. Okay, and through people's experience through applying these methods and through doing research about what actually helps assertiveness. Okay, so I thoroughly researched this course. I put a lot of thought into it. It's not complete. Next month, I'm going to add another part, which if you buy it now, you're going to have access to it. Okay. So I'll see you guys inside that course, and stay toxic, my friends. Purchase it now or I'm closing the channel. Okay. See you guys inside.